Hey guys, Dylan here from Trout Fly Tying, and today I'm going to show you guys how to tie a bead head gold ribbed hare's ear. The hook I have in the vise is a Daiichi 1560 in size 14, and I have that on a 2.8 millimeter Allen Fly Fishing Gold tungsten bead. The thread I'm going to be using is Unithread in 6/0, 136 denier apparently. The only materials that we're going to need for this fly are hare's ear dubbing, small gold ultra wire, and pheasant tail. This is a slight variation of the original gold ribbed hare's ear, but I've found that it fishes remarkably well. I'm going to start my thread immediately behind the bead and work my way back to about the start of the bend. Clip off my thread, and we're going to use the pheasant tail fibers for the tail. And now I like a pretty substantial tail on all my flies. A standard mayfly only has 3, but it's not like trout count them, and it really doesn't make that much of a difference. You can put 3 in there if you want. It's really all up to personal preference. You can put as many as you want. You can make it as sparse or as bulky as you want. I've got about a dozen or so to 18 fibers here. I'm just going to measure that up. I want it to be anywhere between half to 1 hook shank in length. I'm just going to tie that in. Sorry if you guys are hearing background noise. That tail there looks about good, so we're going to trim this off. Now you can keep this section here for the wing case, which is what I'm gonna do there. It's not necessary. You can get another piece if you want, but I'm just gonna conserve material. And now we're gonna tie in the rib, which is going to be about a 4 or 5 inch section of the ultra wire, and I'm gonna tie that in on the far side of the hook. It may not start out that way, but whenever we're done wrapping, I want that to be at the far side of the hook. Just bend that out of my way there. And now for the body of the gold ribbed hare's ear, we're going to use hare's ear dubbing, which just comes from a hare's mask. Now we only need a little bit of this. So I'm not going to make it too bulky at all. I'm just going to get a little bit on my thread. And just start wrapping up the body. Now all in all, this kind of is a bulky-ish fly, or it may look as so. It doesn't really matter how bulky it is right now, because whenever we go over it with that wire, it's going to crimp it down a little bit. We're going to go up to about 2/3 up the hook shank. That's about good there. We're just going to do a little bit more there. And now we got enough room there to do a wing case. Now I'm just going to take this wire and just start making open spiral wraps up the hook shank. Just enough, that way it looks segmented. Sorry, let me try turning off the light here. Let's see how that does us. No, that's not going to help any. Sorry, here, about the lighting. There we go, sorry about that. But anyway, as I was saying, we just got enough wire there to make it look segmented. Now I'm going to go back and pick up this piece that we saved from when we tied in the tail. I'm going to tie that on the top of the hook shank. And that's going to be our wing case. Just check to see if that's a good length, and it looks to be about good there. And so now we're going to build up the thorax, and so we're going to make a slightly thicker dubbing noodle on our thread, because the thorax is bigger than the rest of the fly. And now we're just going to take wraps and build up a thorax on this fly here. Take just a little bit more dubbing to fill in behind that bead. Just a little bit. We don't just do a little bit at a time. You can always add more dubbing. It's harder to take it off, or so they say. And now we're just going to take that wing case and fold it over, and then we're going to trim off the excess there really close. And now we're just going to do a 3-turn whip finish, snip our thread, and I am going to apply a little bit of cement to the wing case and to the top of those wraps there where we had the knot tied. And there you go. You have a perfectly fishable gold-ribbed hare's ear. This is a classic pattern used everywhere, and it's been a fish catcher for me and hundreds of other anglers. I appreciate you watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for future updates. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, a lot more tying videos now, and I hope I'll see you guys along with my tying. So thanks again for watching my video, and as always, good luck tying and have a good day.